Hello friends, let's discuss Java programming basics. Here, if you want to start with a Java programming, we need to create a file. So we need to create a file with the extension of .java. So if you create any Java file, it must be extended with .java extension. The file name could be anything. So just for example, in example 1, you can see that the file name is file1.java and inside the file we have class A. So later we'll cover what class contains. First we need to understand the file name could be anything with the .java extension, and inside the file you can write one or more classes. In example 2 we can see we can write more number of classes also, it is possible. Class A, class B, class C. How many classes we required, we can write those many number of classes. Okay. And file name could be anything. And here we have one condition that if you define a class as public, the public class name and file name must be same. You can write n number of classes in a file. If you write a public class, the public class name and file name must be same. So here it is valid. And here if you see the right side example, the file name is a.java and inside the file we have B class defined as a public class. So it is invalid. The file name must be so public class name. If you don't have any public class in a file, the file name could be anything. If you have a public class inside your file, the file name must be the public class name .java. Okay, and now we can see we can write n number of classes in a file. So here we don't have any public classes inside a file, so file name could be anything. I'm compiling this file. Java C command we can use for compilation. So we will compile with file name, so that once we compile how many classes are there in your Java file, those many number of dot class files will be generated. Inside our f1.java file, we have class A, class B and class C. Once you compile this file, Java C file name.java, we compiled with file name. So how many dot class files will be generated? So we have three classes inside file. So three dot class files got generated. If you want to run any one of these three dot class files, you can run by using Java command. And now we can understand what class contains. As of now, we understand what file contains. What Java file contains, we understood. And now we can cover what a Java class can contains. A Java class can contain a static content as well as non-static content. Java class contains two types of contents. What are those two? Static content and non-static content. If you write other than this, Java doesn't know what it is. Java classes contains only static content and non-static content only. Now we can see what is the static content and the non-static content. The static content could be a variable, a block, and a method. Static content could be a variable, block, and method. These three possibilities are there. Non-static content could be a variable, block, method, and constructor. For static content, no constructor is available. So constructor always belongs to non-static content only. Static content could be a variable, block, and method. Non-static content could be a variable, block, method, and constructor. So inside the class, it is possible to define only these 7 possibilities. If you write anything other than these 7 possibilities, Java cannot understand. Java can understand only these 7 possibilities. If you write anything apart from this, Java cannot understand that. Okay, clear? Now we can see programmatically. Now we can create a file. So I am taking notepad, and here class A, class B, so I am saving. So I save this file as, where I can save this in this folder. I can save this file. So I'm taking, I want to save this file as f1 dot. If I click on save button, the file will be treated as a f1.java.txt. So if I want to save this file as f1.java, we have to keep double quotes. Then it won't be considered as a text file, it will be considered as a .java file. So click on this. So here the file name got saved with f1. The Java file f1 got saved successfully. The type of the file is Java. So that means the extension. So now I can compile. So here I am opening the command prompt. So we are inside the Java programs. I can use the javac command for the compilation. I am giving the file name one.java. The moment when we enter, the compiler will compile this file so that it will generate dot class file. So whatever the classes are available inside the file, those many dot class files will be generated. So you can see that a dot class file got generated, b dot class file got generated, a, b dot class files generated. So if you open and see this a dot class file, you cannot understand anything. Some special characters, some special symbols are available inside the file. We cannot understand it. This A and B files contain bytecode. This F1 file contains, let's say, Java program. So we can write n number of classes. Later we can see inside the class we can provide. So static and non-static content, with that we can see later. Okay, so if you want to run a Java program, so the life cycle method we need to provide inside your Java program. So for that, I will take one more example. So I'm taking notepad class class sample. So here I am writing public static void main string args. The name could be anything. So I am giving args. Even if you want, you can change the name, no problem. I want to print welcome to Java message. Dot. If you want to print anything on the console, you have to give that messages inside the system.out.print method. Welcome to Java. So you can keep your messages within the double quotes. So I want to save this file in the same folder. So I want to save the file name as s.java. The file name could be anything until unless the file doesn't have public classes. So here you can see, so s.java file got created. Now I am compiling with javac s. The moment when you enter, sample.class file will be generated. So now I can run the sample.class file. Sample.class file, we can use it for running. So now we can run this sample class file. So for running your Java program, we can use the command Java and we can give the class file. So class file name is sample. So the moment when you enter, you can see the message, welcome to Java. Hope you understood. We'll see some more basics in next session. Until then, bye bye.